lots more. A good day, Joanie.
Good afternoon. Please accept my apologies for, it's just really crazy the site. I'm sorry.
No problem. As long as you're having a good day wherever you are and the weather is fine. I know Cape Town's weather is always fine.
Yeah, we're just overwhelmed with the response that we got from our new initiative. So it's really crazy, but a good crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you for the platform.
It's a pleasure. Now tell us, before we get into the crazy and the nitty-gritty, how did this idea come about? I mean, you started with a women-only driving school and then now ventured into the female taxi service.
Well, look, I've always been very, very concerned about the safety of women. I am a gender activist, and a lot of this also comes from personal experiences. I am a rape survivor, and in 2018, when I started the driving school for women, I always knew that at some stage I was going to do something about, the safety of women on transport.
Mm-hmm.
And it just had to happen a couple of weeks ago when I heard that one of my very close friends had a very bad experience on an Uber car. So it was just a situation of, what are you waiting for?
Mm-hmm. Wow, sometimes we think that these platforms are safe for women, especially when they come up with all of these rules and regulations to say that no, we are implementing this and that, but we still have fears when we have to travel in such using such services, and unfortunately many women do not live to share their stories. But how can women access your service? I mean, you mentioned that you are really busy right now. It's a madhouse. So, how is it working out? How can we access the service?
So at the moment, what we do, we just yesterday separated the two services from each other. So we now have a dedicated Facebook page for the ride sharing for women.
Mm-hmm.
So people can go there, they can book directly from there, and they will go directly to a WhatsApp to one of my agents, one of the ladies who's helping with the situation. And then obviously we have the Facebook situation, and really at the moment I'm not too available, but I try as best as I can to respond. But right now I am very, very happy to say that I've got two dedicated people that work 24/7 to make sure that we sort out the initial craziness around setting up exactly how we can be of most benefit. The one thing that I wanted to say to you is that a lot of people are trying to compare us to the Ubers and the Bolts of the world. No, we're none of those.
Yes.
We're specialized service that has been brought about particularly for the safety of women.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that we keep hearing from women that are already making use of our services is that they love the personal touch.
Mm-hmm.
They love that there's somebody on the other end of the line. They love that they made the booking and that they can come back and say, oh, my bus has been delayed. Can we quickly do something about it?
Mm-hmm.
And that is something I know in future I might have to look at them up. But the human touch is one of the things that's going to remain unique about the services that I provide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Joanie, I wanted to find out from you if how similar is it to the e-hailing services? Because I mean, can a person just stand on the side of the road and point the finger up in the air, and then you guys would come and pick them up, or do they have to make a call? Do they have to go to their Facebook pages? Do they have to go to their WhatsApp and contact you guys, and you'll be able to pick them up? Is there a schedule in place? How many how many taxis are you operating with? Please enlighten us.
Okay, so no, unfortunately, we won't necessarily pick people up from the streets, because remember, safety is the core of the service that we provide.
Yes.
What it means is that our drivers, their safety too matters to us, and they are female drivers.
Yes.
And with the system that we have in place, somebody must call up from a pickup point, whether it's their workplace or even a shop or their home. Because what we do before the driver even gets the dispatch, we want to see what we look like on the photo. Because we will send you a photo of the driver that you can expect in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very personalized, because one of the things that we hear all the time is, Joanie, When I get in a vehicle, I have to pretend that I'm on the phone with somebody just to make the driver aware that somebody else knows where I'm going, even with all of these other sophisticated things. And we want to, when somebody arranges a trip with us, they must know that they can say, Joanie Fredericks, and this is what she looks like. And so put a car full up, and this is the Joanie Fredericks. They know that this is not a situation that they want to get involved in.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to take all of those uncomfortable feelings away, because a driving experience is something that should be a pleasurable experience. We have so many working women that really just want to go from one place to the other place, and where they could use those few minutes in the vehicle to do a couple of work-related issues, instead of having to pretend or watch every little move that the driver is making.
Yeah, and
so really, just to summarize, the driver safety is as important as the client safety.
Mm-hmm. Now, speaking about the driver safety, you do it's an all-female taxi service, just like the women-only driving school that you have. So far, there hasn't been any issues. But do you have concerns about the situation with the other taxi owners and meter taxi owners, etc.? Perhaps fighting you for clients or anything. Are there any such concerns?
Well, look, obviously those concerns are there, but the fact of the matter is, when I launched this, there was a very interesting conversation on Facebook.
Yes.
And amazingly enough, there is so many men that support this initiative, because they are saying, thank God, now I can rest assured that my daughter can travel safely from one place to another place. And the message is loud and clear to taxi bosses. We are not competing to them. My message is that I, as a female, have the right to protect and to safeguard my body. And I have the right to protect and provide safety to the body of my sister. So this got nothing to do with taxis.
Yes.
We are not competing with them. And something that people must know is that a lot of the clients that are coming to us, they are already not making use of those traditional taxi services, because they are already so scared. So the clients that are coming over to us are not coming from the traditional taxi. The position that we are putting out there is that our services are focused on the safety of women on public transport.
All right.
And the right of women to protect themselves, because it's clear that government is not going to do it. It's clear that big business are more concerned about profit making. And so somebody needs to do it. And unfortunately, like always, if we want anything for women need to step up and say, I will do this.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, women have to stand up and take the initiative, take the first step into doing it yourself. Because I mean, if one woman doesn't do it, that means that a lot of other women are not going to benefit from that. Joanie, do you have any plans for the near future into taking the female taxi service to new heights?
Yeah, definitely. One of the things that's very important to me is that when I launch a new initiative, we need to, because we want to give the community the best of what is available. And obviously, for this first month, we're going to test and we're going to make sure that we put the best strategies in place, because safety, I'm so concerned about the taxi bosses and those things. There is a general safety concern in South Africa, because South Africa is a very dangerous country. It is a fact that we are suffering under crime in this country. And so at the moment, I'm speaking with various security advisors about making sure that my strategies are aimed at protecting the driver first, because remember, before my driver can go and pick a client up, they must first get in the vehicle and travel there.
Yes.
So I'm putting all of these things in place. What I can say to you, I'm so excited to hear that people already call from Stellenbosch, from Durban, from Johannesburg, from all over to say, when are you coming this time? And the most amazing thing is we get calls as far as Clifton and Tableview and on top of all the calls from the Cape Flats. So it is clear that this particular service is needed across color line.
Mm-hmm.
Women want the service, and they want the service without having to think about anything but the fact that they want to travel from point A to point B.
Yes, Joanie, that is so true. And we are waiting for the service to reach us in Gauteng, Johannesburg. I mean, I've been in situations whereby I was like the only female in the taxi, and having to sit with my finger on the pepper spray trigger. I mean, I don't want to have to feel like that. I'm traveling already in a public transport, and I already have concerns about how the taxi is being driven, and we read about stories of women being sexually assaulted and raped inside taxis. So we don't want to be victims. And the sad thing is, it's not just taxis; it's everywhere. And now, what makes it when we think that being in public transport is going to make things easier, it's not. But I really appreciate what you've done, and hopefully in the near future we will be able to also have ladies own transports and the female taxi service here in Gauteng, and we'll be able to take advantage of that. But before, how can people get a hold of you if they are in Cape Town?
The best way now, I think the most accessible, quickest way now is people must go to our Facebook page. They must just search for Ladies Own Transport Services. Like I said, there is one for the driving school and one for the female taxi services, and they will find us. They can even just type in my name, and they will definitely find us. That is the quickest way, but we are putting the things in place to make things easy, because one of the things also that really, really makes us very unique is the fact that somebody can have a call, in these crazy times of COVID, somebody can have a call to say, did something happen to your mother or somebody, or there is a situation that needs you to come here immediately. And we position ourselves to be those people that can be there for you in the emergency, allowing you the space to know that I don't have to worry about my safety while I go to an emergency. So we will be coming to Zobert. The best thing that I want to do is to try and at least have a system that works, because I wouldn't like to already expand when things are not, in a way that we know what we are doing.
Yes.
But so far, so good. We receive a lot of support already, and we're now busy working the rules and all of these other things.
Mm-hmm. Right, Joanie, thank you so much for your time and for sharing that with us, and wish you well in your future endeavors.
Thank you so much, and thank you very, very much for the platform. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
That was Joanie Fredericks, the founder of Ladies Own Transport. She's also an activist. She started this Ladies Own Transport, which caters to women only. It's a women-only driving school as well as an all-female taxi service. And unfortunately, it's currently only in Cape Town. But there is a vision to expand to other parts of the country, as she's been getting a lot of calls and messages about that. But we're going to wait for the services and see what happens, if we're going to be lucky enough. Maybe not now, maybe not tomorrow, but in the future. So yeah, you can check out Ladies Own Transport on Facebook, and tell your friends and family in Cape Town so that they can also take advantage of this. You are listening to the Mario Mukwanda Show on Salam Media. We will be right back.
Discover the Africa of your dreams and surround yourself with her spectacular beauty. Relax beneath her serene sunsets and explore wildlife at its natural best. It's where the pride of Africa comes together. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve. Get to know the Big Five or cruise on an elephant safari game drive. Interact with lion and tiger cubs and enjoy world-class halal cuisine while we pamper you during your 5-star stay. Indulge in the true African experience. For reservations, call now on 042 203 1400 or visit kwantu.co.za. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve, the place of gathering.
A strip of land with over 2 million people blockaded for 13 years. Healthcare is on its knees, food is scarce, and water is inadequate. COVID has wreaked havoc in the lives of the people of Gaza. 53% of the population live below the poverty line. 80% of Gaza relies on external aid to survive. And 20,000 children are now orphans. The future is bleak. Please, don't forget Gaza. Donate now to Islamic Relief.
Med Medicine Depot Retail Pharmacy and Emergency Medical Depot. Conveniently situated in the Med Medical Center, corner Burger and Bossel Street, Pietermaritzburg. We provide safe, affordable and convenient medical facilities. Open till 10 p.m. every day of the year. We have a full house clinic that operates from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m., which is run by a qualified sister. The clinic offers immunization, vaccination, wellness, general consultation, and more. Call Med Medicine Depot on 033 3421 Med Medicine Depot, your pharmacy of choice.
Playing on the desert sand, two friends forever true. Little did they know back then what their paths were destined to. Companions spreading the word to the people who needed to hear. Oh, how readily did he accept Muhammad's message from God. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, the Prophet's faithful friend, trusted and protected him. His love had no end. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, Allah be pleased with him, companion in Jannah, oh blessed by Allah. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, the Prophet's faithful friend, riding on the desert sand, two friends forever true. And this much did they know right then, oh, Allah will see them through. Companions on their way alone, seeking refuge in Mount Thur. They trust only in Allah's care, fill their hearts and souls with new. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, the Prophet's faithful friend.
You are listening to the Mariam Kwanda Show on Salam Media. It is 12:57 on this Wednesday, the 27th of January 2021. And we have come to the end of the show for today. If you have any comments, questions, queries, or suggestions, please send them to us on WhatsApp. The number is 0617660355. And follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Use the hashtag The Mariam Kwanda Show. Let us know what you think of the shows. And if there's anything that you'd like to suggest, please, we'd love to hear from you. Don't make me beg, guys. No, just don't do it. It's not good. Anyways, let me love and leave you guys from myself, Mariam Kwanda, and the Salam Media team. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Salam Hantle.
Give your wealth so free, and you say your life is charity. It ain't hard to see. I am a Muslim. If you ask him, why does it hurt so when he sees injustice, even though it's folks he doesn't know? Tears in his eyes, he says, I am a Muslim. دين الإسلام ديني والعرض غير ديني محمد اللي هديني نور الإيمان. دين الإسلام ديني والعرض غير ديني محمد اللي هديني نور الإيمان. If you ask her, why doesn't she cry? There's no one by her side. She's the only one that's left behind. Patiently she sighs. I am a Muslim. If you ask him, why does he still pray 5 times a day when so many others have strayed? Smiling, he would say, I am a Muslim. دين الإسلام ديني والعظم غير ديني محمد اللي هديني نور الإيمان. دين الإسلام ديني والعظم غير ديني محمد اللي هديني نور الإيمان. دين الإسلام ديني والعظم غير ديني محمد اللي هديني نور الإيمان. دين الإسلام ديني والعظم غير ديني محمد اللي هديني نور الإيمان. If you ask me, why do I love you? No matter where you are, we are the greatest ummah with the beating of our hearts. We are Muslims. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. There's no God but Allah. La ilaha illallah Muhammad al-Mustafa. Muhammad is his messenger. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. There's no God but Allah. La ilaha illallah Muhammad al-Mustafa. Muhammad is his messenger. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. There's no God but Allah. La ilaha illallah Muhammad al-Mustafa. Muhammad is his messenger. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. There's no God but Allah.